No one is responding. Sorry, I kept in mute. Sorry. Guys, ready? Right? I'm starting. Okay. So today we'll take little bit extra time to complete today practical. So all the set part. So tomorrow morning you can do that one. So tomorrow morning I will inform. Uh, Class is not at 10 o'clock. So class is either it is 11:30 like that, or maybe in afternoon session only. Okay. So either morning will be there, or if it is late, sometimes it may late. Okay. How to go outside? Here it is locked down up to 11 o'clock only. We have to before 11 o'clock we have to complete all the purchasing and all. Okay. So that's why. So first of all, to create a domain and all kind of stuff. So what are the things in different examples? We'll take it. For example, you are starting a company, enterprise or a company or a enterprise. Okay, so like you are starting a enterprise or a company you are starting. So what to do before you are want to start? What to do? So we have to register your company name. You have to register. You have to go to sub register office and you have to or a registration office. You have to tell this is my company like that, right? Next, where is your company? I started a company like a, for example, Latif Tech Solutions. Okay, solutions. That is my name. So they will verify is the same name is there or not. Okay, maybe then someone also has same name. Then it will give confusion, right? For example, Tata company is there. Someone put a Bata company, no problem. But instead of Bata, they put a Tata. Then what happen? Name will be confused, right? Savantis. Other person also put a Savantis. Earlier we have Vedic Soft. Then there's someone has a Vedic Soft. So it will confuse between two companies, which is correct, which is actual company, which is something same name. Same names will confuse you, right? Okay, so here Latif Tech Solutions. Next, where it is. We need a address of the company. So you have to. This is my office. We are going to take a lease. This is my lease documents, or maybe I start my company in my home only, or maybe some shade or whatever it is. So address we have to register. Name and address we have to register. After registration, so what you have to do, you start building. You have to buy a furnitures, you have to buy a computers, wires and everything. So you have to build the organization company, build the infrastructure, build the your infrastructure, all chairs, ACs, or servers, networks, internet. So everything we have to arrange it. Then we have to recruit the people, right? So you have to recruit the people. So employees, we have to recruit the people, employees, and start working with them. So this is normal enterprise is going on, right? Okay. Same thing. While we are building, so we have to do few things. So before again, I will explain how to build it. So before that one, so what is this enterprise and different naming structure are there. So we'll go once. Okay. So I think you understand work group and domain. So here is a enterprise thing. This is my enterprise. Okay, or a company or organization. For example, best example for explaining this one is the Tata, because Tata are known for everyone. So that's why I always take a Tata example only instead of Savantis, Vedic Soft or Reliance or something. So Tata is a all favor company now. for everyone. Even just before means 3 4 years back. So in before 14 elections time, like means 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like that. So a lot of people speak against the Tata company. Now they're become a bucks of Tata. So I don't understand why. This entire the big zero is there, no? That is like we call it as a forest. We call this one as a forest. So Tata is an enterprise. So forest is Tata Enterprise only. Here, I'm creating a to start a Tata company. You have to start a company, right? So that is your first domain. That is your first domain. I started a company, Latif Tech Solutions, for example. So that is my first company. Later, maybe I will have a different businesses, but starting it's a single one only. If you start first one, then only you started your enterprises. For example, Tata.com. This is my first domain in the forest. This domain also called as root domain. Also called as root domain in the forest. First domain or a root domain. Okay. So the triangle symbol represent domain. Triangle symbol represent domain. Domain is a logical one, not a physical one. For every domain, there must be a domain controller. This is a domain controller. What is a domain controller? Domain controller. So where is a domain? I'll write here. What is a domain controller? Domain controller is nothing but a server which stores actually which stores and provide a service. Okay, which stores and which provide ADDS service, Active Directory service or ADDS service, and authentication, everything. Okay, which store Active Directory database and which provide a ADDS service. That is a domain controller. Domain controller is a server. In this server, we install ADDS and DNS like that. So then it contains a Active Directory database um, and it is also provided services through the server. So without a physical part, we can't do anything, right? So that is a domain controller. So Tata is an enterprise. Tata.com is a first domain in the forest. It means it's an domain, enterprise domain, and domain controller is an enterprise domain controller. So it's a main domain controller. It's a main domain controller. So the server which is here. Next, later your business is expanded. Now, for example, there is a domain is came. For example, TCS.com. TCS.com. Okay. TCS.com is also under your forest only. But this TCS.com we call it as a forest. Sorry, tree. This is we call it as a tree. This domain we call it as a tree. So of course, this is a domain means it contains a domain controller. It contains a domain controller. So the domain TCS.com is called as a tree domain. Tree domain. I have another tree means other than your root level domain controller means root domain. Any domain in the forest, we call it as a tree. Okay, so they don't share same name, but they share a common schema, domain naming system. They'll share it. For example, here I have another domain called tatamotors.com. Okay, so this is a tatamotors.com domain. This is also free. This is also free. It contains its own domain controller. So every domain has their own domain controller. Next, this is also a domain, but this domain is under a domain, subdomain type. Okay, it's just like a subdomain. This is, for example, in Tata Motors. Tata Motors means bikes, car, like that. It is there, petrol base. Now Tata also came into electrical base. For example, electrical dot Tata Motors.com. Okay, so electrical dot Tata Motors.com. Now it is. This is also having a domain controller. Okay, this domain we call it as a child domain. This domain we call it as a child domain. Okay, and the dot is not actually dot from here. Okay, this we call it as a child domain. If you observe, three domains not having Tata Motors dot Tata dot com, TCS dot Tata dot com. It is not like that. It has its own domain name, but child domain has a parent name. Child domain has a parent name. Tata Motors under electrical domain is this a child domain. So here it is. This is forest level domain controller or a root domain. These are a tree domains. This is child domain. But all are in same forest. But all are in same forest. Understand? All are in same forest only. Okay. So this is a structure. Root. Starting you don't have any domain. Starting you are don't have any domain. Already the existing domains are not there for your enterprise. You are creating first one. So the first one is enterprise level domain or a root domain. So that is your main domain. Okay, next, after that one in your forest you can create a multiple domains. In your forest you can create a multiple domains. So those domains we call it as a tree domains. Those domains we call it as a tree domains. If any domain, either it is a root level like a forest level domain or maybe tree domains, can have a child domains, can have a child domains like a separate department or a separate branch office like that. So we can deal like that. Okay, so this is a enterprise map. Okay, next, here in this one, the forest has a certain properties. Forest has a certain properties. User in a one domain can able to communicate, can able to work or use other domain resources. User in a one domain can able to access other domain resources. How it is possible? Because of this is a forest. In the forest, each domain trust each other. Each domain trust each other. Got it? Each domain trust each other in the within the forest. Forest is a security boundary. Forest is a security boundary. Within this, they can communicate each other. Simply understand, guys. Who is a CEO of Tata? Tata current CEO? Anyone? Idea? No idea? Are you sleeping or what? No one is speaking anything.
No, sir.
No idea. So okay, who is Ratan Tata? So who is now, because it's a Natarajan also gone, means maybe Guten Butchik. Natarajan after this person. Current CEO. We need a current CEO. Chandrasekharan. But we have to go with the CEO. Current CEO is a Natarajan. This is a person, Chandrasekharan. Why this person is showing here? That is what we have. Nine. It's a old CEO. Tata Motors CEO. That is the one. He is a CEO actually. Current CEO. Yes, you have to check the CEOs compulsory. Cognizant CEO. That is your interview question.
Brain.
Yes. Brain Humphreys. Okay. Before Brain Humphreys, Francisco D'Souza. Francisco D'Souza, Kumara Mahadeva, both actually founders, and CEO is a ex CEO, and now here it is. 70 CEO, Keith, this guy attend. Okay, so company, three things you should learn about anything company. The any company, just common companies or highlighted companies, mainly where we are working, that companies. So first one is CEO is important. Vice presidents are important. Um, Revenue. Okay, so like yearly, what is the revenue? Stock market values can go to. This is a revenue. Last year revenue. This year revenue, like that. Tata Consultancy, Infosys, Accenture, their CEOs. Very good. So Tata CEO is a CEO for everyone, right? Same thing will happens. The enterprise administrator, the administrator of this domain or a domain controller administrator is the administrator of everyone. Administrator of everyone. So that is called a enterprise admin. Enterprise admin is a admin of all the uh, is a administrator of all domain and domain trees. Okay, all domains administrator, enterprise level administrator, he can able to go anywhere. This one, like for example, Ratan Tata is there. So remaining name we can keep it later. Okay, Ratan Tata is there. Ratan Tata can go to any branch in their any part, like either TCS, Tata Motors, Tata, that is telecommunications. So he can go to any Tata Steel. So he can go to any company. He is the boss of everyone. So like that enterprise. Next. If in case you have a other enterprise, okay, you have a some other forest is there. For example, Reliance, maybe BSNL, maybe IRCTC, like that. So some other companies, they have their own domain forest is there. So example, you can take an example. So maybe any other enterprise, good enterprise. Reliance is spelling, I don't know. Don't have Reliance and Reliance also. But currently highlighted one is the Reliance one only. For example, Amazon. Okay. So we'll take Amazon. It is very easy to type. This is Amazon Forest. Amazon has a AWS services, right? Other one is a AWS services. Okay. Amazon dot services.com. Prime Videos, entertainment, Prime Videos. Amazon.com means main seller. Okay, that one. .in.com, whatever it is. Now these are the trees, right? These are the domains in that one. Now if in case a employee want to access means he has a work, he want to work in this one AWS. So as an employee of Tata, he want to work here. As an employee of Tata, he want to work in AWS, their AWS platform, means their server, AWS server. He want to work. So there is a certain inter collaboration is there. So what happened? This forest trust relationship they have to create. They have to create forest to forest trust relationship. So then one company employee will work in another company. For example, we are 70s. 70s person is salary given by 70s, okay, and the person is working in HCL. So we are dealing with HCL, right? So 70s is also dealing with HCL, same as a vendor, but payroll is 70s, work location is HCL work location. So he's an employee of 70s working in a HCL. Exactly, say the word is, you have to say exactly. He's an employee of 70s, but work location is HCL. When I work there, it is a CMS. He's an employee of CMS working in Wipro. Okay, working in Wipro, like that. So there is a thing, so one employee is working in another organization as a different employee. So what happened? There is a forest to forest trust relationship should be there. Next, already I told, root domain, tree domain, child domain, three things, remember. And final one, in the domains, it is, now we'll go to the domain controllers. Anything we are creating it as a domain controller only. This is my domain. This is my domain controller. Sorry, this is my domain controller. Domain controller has a database and authentication, right? So ADDS service is there. Okay, so it means it contains a database and authentication service also providing. Now if in case this domain controller is down, it means user authentication stop, right? So morning everybody came, 9:30 everybody is there. Try to log into system. Domain control is down. No one is unable to authenticated, so they can't access the PCs. Problem, right? So to avoid this situation, better always put another domain controller. Better always put another domain controller. Install ADDS. It means you have a database same as the first one, and it is also can do authentication services. This is called a additional domain controller. This is called a additional domain controller. Both maintain same database and same kind of authentication only. Both maintain same database, both will provide same authentication. But this is main domain controller and this is additional domain controller. Actually, in a world names for a DC is PDC, primary domain controller, and for ADC, it's, they call as a BDC, backup domain controller. So already I told no old terminals 2000 2003 2000 2003 they call this one as a primary domain controller, a backup domain controller. So DC, PDC, ADC, BDC. Okay, like that. So DC, ADC, PDC, BDC. Okay. If you have a domain controller, means you should have a additional domain controller. If you have a primary domain controller, means backup domain controller, like this. Okay. Next, in another level, we have a RODCs also there. Okay, from 2008 onwards, they add one more type of domain controller called. So this is also having a ADCs, same database, and it also provide authentication. This is called a read-only domain controller. Read-only domain controller. Domain controller, additional domain controller, read-only domain controller. So what is the use of this read-only domain controller? So in a branch offices, less security and very less users are there. So it only authenticate users in that branch office, and second, the specific users only authentication, not all user authentication. Only a specific user authentication only it will do it. You have to tell which user you should authenticate it. Okay. And another hand, you cannot modify the data in RODCs. You can get the data from DC, ADC, but you cannot add data or modify the data in RODC because it's a read-only domain controller. So data cannot be modified directly until unless you log in with the enterprise administrator or domain administrator. So now we can't able to log in. So we need a login permissions. Mainly used at branch offices. Okay, so these are many are there. So one is a root level domain. Again, root level domain means to create a forest and forest level domain controller. We need a root domain or root level domain or whatever the name it is. Next one is if you have a forest, then you can create trees. You can create trees. Okay, and also you can create child domains either under existing any domain. Under any existing domain you can create a child domain. So either under tree or under forest you can create a child domains. So each domain having a domain controller, each domain having a domain controller. So the domain controller is like a DC, primary domain controller. So each domain should have a primary domain controller. And for backup purpose we are required additional domain controller, and for branch offices purpose we required a RODCs, read only domain controller. The primary domain controller or a domain controller is the same. So additional domain controller or a backup domain controller for fault tolerance and load balance purpose. So this is the terminologies. So next, DNS compulsory. So to create a domain controller, we install a ADDS. We are going to install a ADDS. Okay. Now along with it, DNS also. So that is DNS installed by Wizard only. You don't need to install directly. I will show you that steps. Okay. So how to prepare a system for ADDS and DC installation. So I installed a server. So which one is we installed? Windows Server 2016. Installation completed. Now it is a server, right? The server should have a name. Server name, put it. Next, we need a address. IP address must be static IP address only. Static IP address. You should know how to assign a IP address statically. Okay, static IP address you should assign. We have to plan for that one. Next, I'm creating a domain forest. Okay, so you have to plan for a domain name. What name you want to give it. So these three things we required. Next, if you have a DNS server, separate DNS server is there. So what is your DNS server? What is your DNS server address is important. Understand? So I installed already 2016 server, and first one is server name. Yeah, what server name you want to put it, and next what IP address you want to assign, and if you have a DNS server, then what is your DNS server. So I want to change my server name to CTS3 Win S1. You can use Win S1, no problem for your PC, because I'm dealing with multiple branches, right? So I have a first one, second one, third one, like it is there. So it is easy for me to identify or delete or do something. Okay, so that's why I put a name CTS3 Win S1. Next, IP address, better not to take 192 series. It may confuse your physical network. So better to take 172.16.0. I'm taking 254 as an IP address. We can take any IP address, public IP address, private IP address. You can take it. Don't take 127. Okay, you should not give 127. Why? Why? Why we should not give 127? Localhost, very good. 127.0.0.1 is a localhost or loopback address. That is not for assigning IP address part. Okay, that is reserved for local addresses, and we don't use that series. And we don't use 0.0.0 series also. Zero series we don't use it. So other than that, 169 we don't use it. 169 we don't use it. Okay. Other than that, we can give like a 10.0.0.10, like that. Why I given 254? That is also a reason is there, because normally any network IP addresses, the starting IP, for example 172.16.0.1, it's a private IP. The starting IP address usually assigned to routers. It means default gateways. Okay, usually first IP addresses are assigning to default gateways or router. LAN side. Default router address means router has a two IP addresses. One is for a public access, another for internal access, means local LAN access. So LAN side access. So that is called a default gateway. So usually by default, the first IP address in any network in the LAN, it is going to default gateway. Of course, we don't have any default gateways here. We don't use it. Next, randomly people put a IP address like this, like a 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, like that. So people are giving a IP addresses from starting itself. So no one will usually, very less we use in a last IP addresses. So what is the last IP in this network? In this network, what is the last IP? Broadcast ID or last IP? Okay. This is a broadcast. This is the last IP. Very good. 255.254. But we don't have that many, almost 65,000 IP addresses. We have to cross it and come back, right? So we don't have that many. That's why I took a last IP address as a 255. So we don't, also valid one. Just for a practice purpose only, I'm taking only last part only, because you can use class B, class C, class A. So whatever you use it in a lab environment, it is okay, you can use it. Better not to use 192 series. 192.168, don't use it. You can use 130, 140, 190, 170, 180, 200 also you can take it. Don't use 192.168. Better not to use it. If you use it also no problem, but better not to use it. That's it. So this is as normally ignore the first three things. Last one 254, as per that one I tell, it's the last one IP address. So then you can start giving from the 254 onwards. 254, 253, 253, anything in a starting, but last is this one. So it will give to avoid conflicts. Avoid the conflicts. What is the conflict in network? IP address conflicts. What it is? Conflict. Two PCs having a same IP address. If two PCs are having a same IP address, that we call it as a conflict. Two PCs or two or more PCs having same IP address. Like a one PC 192.168.10.20. Another PC 192.168.10.20. It means two PCs are having same IP address. Conflict will generate. To avoid the conflicts, better to take IP address from the ending. We can take anything, but understand network ID and what IP address you are giving. So my plan is to give like this. It is your purely your wish. Next, my server is a DNS server. My server is a DNS server. Anyway, we are going to install DNS in this one by Wizard. Okay, not directly, but indirectly we are installing DNS server in this one. So I'm giving my server IP address. For a DNS server, I'm giving my server IP address only. Server itself DNS, domain name. So you can take any domain name. I'm taking contoso.com here. Okay, or example.com, microsoft.com, or google.com, or latif.com. I put a win s1, right? So here I will take my name only, latif.com, or latif.org, or latif.net, okay, or msft. Extension compulsory. Microsoft MSFT, local, local. So certain extension. I will explain what is these things. So I put a .com means commercial or organization, or net means network. Okay. So I'm using this one, Latif.net. I will try net. Okay. Anyway, you are not connected to internet. You can use any IP address. So this is the things. First we have to do this one. Then we have to install a role called. We have to install role. Role name is ADDS, means Active Directory Domain Service. We'll see how to do it by one by one. This is a server manager, so we do everything in a server manager only. Okay, the server manager dashboard, local server. So these are server their status events. This is a local server means my server. All servers means through this server manager we can maintain multiple servers. One single server manager we can manage multiple servers. That's why it is showing all servers. Okay, file and storages. Manage. If you want to add a role, or you want to remove the role, you want to add a server, you want to create a group, the manage will work. Tools are used to access the tools, like it is cleanup wizard, event viewer, Azure services, local security policies, computer management, or whenever you install a new services, the service oriented like a DHCP, DNS, Active Directory users and computers, sites and services, domains and trust, like group policies. So it will show under tools only. So when you install after that one, most of the time you have to come to here only. View means depends upon the users. You can increase the text sizes also. Help means you want to know what is the server manager. That is the one. Now first one is how to change the computer name. This is the computer name, so I cannot able to remember this computer name when I'm dealing with the server, right? It's very difficult to remember. I'm changing my computer name by clicking there. Just you can see a computer name, local server, computer name. Click here, then click on change. Click on change. Change the computer name here. So I'm putting a name CTS3 Win S1. This is my computer name. Do not select anything. Just leave like a work group only. Don't select anything. We don't have any domain, and you should not add it to domain also, even if it is there. Click OK. It will ask for a computer restart. OK. Restart now. It will be appear. What happened? Yeah. Close. Restart now is there. Restart now. So first I change my computer name. Guys, compulsory restart. Okay. Next IP address. Yeah, you are wish to put any IP address. So no need to follow my IP address. This is my planning, not your planning. Domain name. It is your wish to put any domain name. Important thing is computer name, domain name should not be same. Computer name, domain name should not be same. Of course, guys, listen carefully. Lot of people are they love their name just like a hell. So so you know every place they will put a same name. I'm not talking about this Pratiksha. I don't know about uh, Pratiksha. I think one candidate is there now. Yeah, Pratiksha. Okay, right. I have a students different because I'm in Pune. A lot of students with the same names are there, like Jai Sri, Pratiksha Babar, Swati, Sweetie, Samiksha. So like that, common names are there. But there's a one candidate, one or two candidates, not one or two. So most of the candidates will put a names like this. Just for an example, I'm telling. So computer name is Pratiksha, user name is Pratiksha, server name is Pratiksha, domain name is Pratiksha, domain user name is Pratiksha. Okay, so she will get confused with all Pratikshas. Okay, so like for example, I like a name Raju, Ravi, like this because very simple name. Most of my friends group are all mostly and these people. So if I put like that, so everything has the same name, I will get confused which one is which one. Okay, so don't put it. So that's why follow the naming. So naming will always create a beautiful structure there. So local server name is changed. So better not put a computer name, domain name should not be same. Username, computer name, domain name, the domain computer name should not be same. So be careful with that one. So this is my computer name. Now I'm going to Ethernet 0 for changing IP address. This is the IP address. Like click here, directly open this one. Okay. So I got a Ethernet 0. Double click. Guys, anybody will tell how to change IP address? This is current IP address. This is APIPA. Tell me the steps. Anyone? Just follow my arrow. Where it is now?
Properties.
Yes, properties. So I am assigning IPv4, right? I select IPv4. Next,
Properties.
again properties. Now which option? What is first option? To get IP address from DHCP. What is second? Manual.
Use the following.
Use the following means manually or statically we are assigning an IP address. As per my planning, before you do, you have to plan. Okay, assign a IP address. That's it. Okay. Now you can assign your preferred DNS. I don't have any default gateways. It means I don't have any router or gateways are not there. Now I'm not assigning any gateways here. So preferred DNS is actually while we are doing this one, so we are going to install a DNS server here. So you can assign now your server IP. Your server is also become a DNS server. So after installation. So you can give your server IP address or you can give later also. Better to give in starting so you know confusion while you don't get a failure kind of stuff. You may get it but you may not get it, but first better to give now only so it will avoid certain situations. Okay, this is IPv6. Temporarily I'm removing IPv6 here. See, this is IPv6. I uncheck IPv6. If you forget to uncheck it, no problem. If you forget to uncheck it, no problem. It is not mandatory. For certain things, I am unchecking. That's it. Now, details. I got my IP address, but that IP address with the conflict it is showing. See this one? It contains my APIPA and as well as my IP address. Why it is there? So we'll see. Right click, again status, details. The conflict is gone, so it will take little bit time to remove the old one. Okay, so now it is static. Okay, DSCP enabled no means static. IP address, subnet mask, like this. Now close this one. Now refresh. This is the refresh button, so then the changes will show you immediately. Otherwise you have to wait for 10 minutes for a next refresh. Okay, now so this is the presetting. Next one is we have to install a role, Active Directory, domain services role. We have to install it. Manage, add roles and features. You can check your computer name, destination server where you are installing. We'll know it. Next, first option only. Here also first option. It see your name and IP address. Now you have to install this one. Active Directory, domain services. Active Directory domain services, you have to install it. When you click on this one, just if you click on the box, it shows a box like this. You can read it what it is and add features. Just add features. Then next, next, next. Select this option. Yes. Select this option as this is when you install a service, it may require a restart. Sometimes it may not be required restart. So then click on install that time. Okay, I will do it again, so that's why I'm going to cancel this one. Okay, so after you click on install you can't cancel it. So this is the thing. So this is the pre-settings before you install a ADDS and domain controller kind of stuff.